What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to One Moon Trading. You know, the best part of not doing this as often as I should is that sometimes you shoot an entire video, take the dog for a W, come back in, you go to edit it, and then you realize you didn't have the microphone turned on. So here's round two. Welcome back. I'm just going to power through this. We're going to answer some questions that people asked me. I'm not going to go over the copy trading stuff too much. It's kind of been sideways / down the last 2-3 weeks. Kind of disappointed in it. We might touch on that a little bit later, but for now, I'm just it is what it is. I don't want to, we'll show it in a second here. First things first, let's go over the Bitcoin chart here. And if you guys are not a member of David Tech in the community, okay, we got a Discord server, and we also have we got a WhatsApp server where most of the action is right now in WhatsApp, but we also have Discord. And over on Discord, I have my own section here, as you can see on the left, where daily I post technical analysis, and if you want to ask me anything about the bots themselves or just in general, there's nothing in here yet. That's the place to be. So, I post. I didn't post today. That's what the video is going to cover. I mostly just cover Bitcoin, but if you guys want me to cover any other altcoin or something, what you think of, what I think of long term, I'd be happy to go over it. Just post in here, and I will answer you. So we're going to go over Bitcoin quick right now. We're on the monthly chart, and listen, guys, it just doesn't look good. So first things first, I just want to point out how simple this chart is. We have the monthly chart. All I have is an anchored VWAP from the low, which lines up here. We have the Fibonacci from the low in January of 2023 to the recent high of 126,000. And we find the golden pocket right here lines up perfectly with this value area range. We are under the point of control, which is this yellow line. And we got the VWAP lining up, the value area low lining up, and this golden pocket lining up. And that's why I've been saying over on Discord is that I still think until the structure changes, we're going to go lower. I'm really eyeing like $54,000, and I think that is a really good low. It's gonna wreck a lot of people, stop out all the people who've longed here. If we go down to a lower time frame, this was a valid trade. We had the low, right, and then we had a swing failure pattern. And I know if you follow Chart Champions, which I suggest all of you do, my opinion, some of the best traders in crypto. I know Daniel longed this swing failure pattern. I didn't. I should have. It was a valid trade. This is a valid long trade. You'd be up, 10% or so. 8%. So it is a valid trade. However, I still see no strength. This could just be a bear flag for all I know. And then we break lower, which the target is around 52,000. Is there anything bullish in here? I mean, we had the swing failure pattern. It is making a high, a lower high, and now it's made a higher high. But I think, my opinion, until we're above like 67, 70,000, this still just looks weak to me. They have all of this resistance here. Never mind all my levels that if I turn on, it's just going to look like a freaking Jackson Pollock painting. Like it's all resistance, right? Now, in saying all that, the market is heavily short. Yes, I expect a long squeeze at some point. This price could, it is Bitcoin. It could just rip up 30% in a week. Anything's possible. But until I see some strength and until this point of control, like around 67,000 is reclaimed, I'm still leaning more towards bearish. Could be wrong. It is what it is. Where we are now, I wouldn't take a trade. But that's my opinion. That's my longer term outlook. So let's get to some of your questions. I asked over in WhatsApp here yesterday, day before, if anybody wanted to ask me some questions, and a couple of you guys did. So let's go over them. There are a lot of strategies on strategyfactory.ai. Yes, there are. What are the criteria you look for when selecting one? Okay, so I go over this almost every video. Please, Alex, I think was your name, pause this, go watch my last video. I'll go over it in more detail than I will here. So what he's talking about is you have Strategy Factory, which is the where all these bots are from, and there's 43 pages of bots here. So there's hundreds and hundreds. And how do you find a good one? Absolutely good question, because most of them are shit. I'll just be honest with you. 98% of these are not great. So first things I'll do is I'll just quickly visually I'll look on the side here, and you can't take these as gospel. Okay, just because it says D doesn't mean it's a bad strategy. Most of them are, but there are some good strategies mixed in here. But first thing I'll look at is for like an A or B, right? And let's just pick this one here, new smart money Solana. So in my head I'm thinking, okay, I don't really have a good Solana strategy. Let's see what this one has to offer. So we click it. Oh, spoiler alert, I already got this up here from my last video. So first things we look at win rate, 63%, not bad. Profit factor is over 2, that's huge. Drawdown is low. I don't know why it doesn't automatically go to the page that we're about to load. I prefer it did. But here, then we see the chart. Okay, so assuming all of this is up to date, this looks really good. We got a graph up to the right. Win rate, operator, doing a great job. And then I looked at, I don't care about the last 90 days, 70 days, whatever. All I care about is win rate, profit factor, and what I'm about to show next is that is consecutive losses in a row. So this is 5 losses in a row. All this stuff here, I personally don't care. So that's my first thing to even consider the strategy, but I'm not going to trade it yet just based on this. So then, depending on your pay tier, I have the option to copy my settings to TradingView. Okay. I don't know if the lower tiers allow you to do that. So if so, sorry, but I do. And if it doesn't, you can just do this manually. You can go here in the trades and just go through them one by one. It takes a little longer. I prefer to use TradingView. Just it's a little cleaner and I'm used to it. So this is what it looks like here. We see 4 losses in a row here. The graph is up to the right. You know, not a lot of trades, but if we go to entire history here, profit factor is above 2. Anything profit factor above like 1.4, 1.5 is really good. Let's just load this. I should have had it loaded. Well, I had it loaded, but then I closed it. But you know, if you haven't liked this video yet and we're waiting for this to load, why don't you even hit the little like button, hit the bell, hit something. Just not your wife, but hit the subscribe button. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this looks pretty good. The only thing that looks bad right now is the max drawdown. Again, I don't take into account these stats too much on when I'm looking for a strategy. All I care about is the win rate, profit factor, and then I will go here and I will just quickly scroll. Now you can download this and put an AI and tell you to plot out the P&L list, and that's what I do over here. This looks like an autistic dream, but then I would just paste it in here and then I'll fudge with the numbers myself. But I'll quickly scroll through this and I'll see I'm looking for losses in a row. All I care about is like, okay, so here, so we had 4 losses. There's 4 losses in a row. So a loss, win, 4 losses. That kind of sucks. And you kind of want to see, how often does that happen? And guys, I'm seeing way more green than red. And here's a kind of a rough patch. We had 3 losses, loss. 3 losses. So we're not really seeing the 5 losses in a row. We're seeing, oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here's the 5 losses in a row back in trade 26. So that's really early on. So ideally, we're looking for this trade. This strategy doesn't really trade less. English is hard. This strategy doesn't really take more than 3 losses at a time. So that's a really good strategy. So those are the things I look for. Go back, watch my last video. I'm a lot more in detail. But right away, I would use the strategy. And in fact, I am using the strategy. I'm over here on my own thing. And yeah, you can see when I went live on this line here, and we are 3 wins, 2 losses. And we just had a loss yesterday. So this is a good strategy. I would suggest all of you use it. It's on Solana too, so the volume won't really screw anybody over if all of us start using it. So, and part 2, a bot is having a bad period. How many trades do you decide to give it a break? Yeah, so that's kind of what I alluded to is that I'll give you an example. So we'll go to Trade Harbor here, and guys, all of you should use this. It's free to David Tech members. Trade Harbor, my boy Fishy made this amazing. If you trade at all in crypto, you should use this and input your information and keep track. My stats look like shit. I just resetted this for 2 weeks ago. This is my copy accounts. They're only down 10%. Not looking great, but it is what it is. We gotta give it more time. But when to stop the strategy. So, for example, I'm gonna bring up one of my babies here that I really love, and that is BB. So we only have 6 trades here, but I know that even in the last 3-4 months, it's been very break even, if not a little bit at a loss. And this has historically been one of my best strategies. I would say, like I said, I resetted this. It had around 40 trades, and I think it had like a 45% win rate, which isn't great. However, I know historically the thing is a monster. Actually, I'll just do it quickly here. Why not? Just to prove my point. And so, you know, could you pause it until it starts getting on a win streak and stuff? You could, but until this breaks, like you'll see, guys, it hasn't been overly hot. You see a lot of red, a lot of green, but until the graph like you know, destroys itself and starts turning over, or until the max losses makes a new loss streak. So say the max losses on this is 4. As soon as I get 5 losses or 6 losses in a row, then I know it's time to pause the strategy and not use it anymore. Is this the right strategy? Yeah. I don't know why it's not loading. The chart looks wrong. Oh, update. Jeez. We're doing this live. We don't edit this. We do it live. It's going to be great. Oh, it's because my... that's why the values are so low. It's because I messed with the settings. So anyways, yeah, so it's not... it hasn't completely died yet, even though the last little bit hasn't been too hot. So until the strategy is a complete loser, like I'll give you an example, like Arrow or Ina. This one I paused. It still says active, but it is paused. Ina or Arrow was another one. This one is dog shit. Even after I reset it, it's only won like 3 trades, and even before that, it was doing bad. So I got to pause that bot as well, and that's kind of why. So like, you don't want to just stop a bot because it's had 2 losses in a row. Like you can't be that. You can't be that picky. You're gonna have losses. You need to think long term. You know, like you just need to think long term. You can't focus on it, and you kind of have to just set these things and ignore it. And that kind of goes with what you said here, how to increase your account health. I mean, less is more. Like on those things that I just showed you on Trade Harbor, like I'm running like 24 bots. That's a little much. You know, aim for like 5 or 6 of like really decent ones that complement each other. You know, there was one more. Can you explain what your stats demands are for the bots? Yeah, okay, I just went over that. We're looking at the graph, win rate, profit factor, and amounts of losses in a row. When you optimize bots, what do you focus on? So I said this in my last video. Please go watch that. I said it in way more detail. I'll just say it quickly here. I haven't really optimized the bots, any bots myself, in quite a while. You guys like Soperator and Yale and Chibuku and a bunch of you guys are doing a lot better job than I am. That I could. I just don't have the time. So I'm relying on you guys making fantastic strategies and uploading them to strategyfactory.ai. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. But give you a quickie, like one thing I do like to do is I will open the settings, and the first thing I'll do is, this is really easy, all of you should do this, is you go down to the time, active sessions and weekdays, make sure that it's clicked on. And all this is I'm not going to do it right now, but go through, take off Monday, and what it'll do is it won't take trades on Monday, and you'll see it, like, does it go from 63% to like 70% and like a 2.5 profit factor? Then you'll know, okay, not trading on Monday is way more profitable. So that's the basic thing I'll do. I'll sometimes go through these line by line and mess with them a little bit, but more often than not, if it's a good strategy already, I kind of just leave it as is. But I'll do the day thing, maybe because that's, most people don't think of it, and maybe the guy who created the strategy didn't do that, so that's something I'll look at. But that's about it. As for, I think that's it for the questions. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, if you guys, again, follow along, don't forget Trade Harbor. This is an amazing thing to track your portfolio and see what you are and aren't doing right, are doing wrong and aren't doing right, you know. And of course, David Tech, follow him, and Strategy Factory. Again, I haven't really spent a lot of time on his new AI thing here. This video is getting long as it is already. I haven't spent a ton of time on this. I do know that, should I say it? I'll say it. I know like Forex and stocks and stuff are coming soon. I know that this is all AI, right? So, and those are a little bit better to trade than crypto, I think, a lot more stable. So, you know, 30,000 strategies. There's a lot to look for in here. I haven't given it the time yet. I am doing some stuff with AI myself, trying to make my own strategies, but it's tough. So, anyways, that's about it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tick the little bell. Any questions? Don't be shy, and peace.